Well, I'm here and where everything started for me. And I found over the years that I've come to the conclusion that one of these days, Hallmark Movies is going to ask me to write the Prairie Romcom. And I'm going to be ready, man. I am ready. I'm getting it ready. I know exactly what's going to happen. It's going to, it's going to be set. It's going to be perfect. There's a lovely woman who will be dumped by some lowlife, just dumped. Because that's how the cycle of love and romance starts in the prairies. You're dumped, then your friends try to cheer you up by inviting you to their wedding. I'll have diagrams involved with this. And then you find yourself in a little prairie town, and then you're made the bridesmaid because you're from out of town. And in a dress her mother made herself that doesn't quite fit properly and is made of some X-Files fabric. No, it's always, even now, I look at the wedding pictures, there's 3 layers of fabric, and it's always some kind of fabric you never see anywhere else but in a bridesmaid's dress. Some clingy thing, that you might see on a lazy boy recliner or something, clingy and a satiny layer, and then lace over top, and then some kind of shawl, or it's where puff sleeves have gone to die, really. That's the bridesmaid's dress. Or it's slinky or back or something. Anyway, whatever it is, and it's some color like prune or fern or peach or... Yeah, but it doesn't matter because that's very important. That fabric and that those 3 layers are very important in the cycle of love for the Prairie Rom-Com. Because what happens is you're there in the dress and the pumps that are kind of the same color, and you've got bobby pins in your hairdo, and it's very dry, of course, out here. And what happens is when you get to we have to imagine we're not in this very fabulously beautiful hall. We're in the Legion Hall or the Knights of Columbus, one of the two. Only difference, just imagine the picture at the back of the stage is the Pope or the Queen, either way. They're all the same. And in that's not the fancy lobby, it's the United Church ladies getting ready, the midnight luncheon, or the, Craney Ladies Pierogi SWAT team cranking out 1,000 pierogies. And getting the jelly salads out of the mold, quivering there, Kraft miniature marshmallows and lime green jello. I think that's the reason why people last so long in the prairies. It's the preservatives in the jellied salad. That's my personal feeling on this. Whip and chill, the age defier. Anyway, you're there. What happens is, so you start dancing, and they're dancing up. And we have a band. We're the perfect band because we are the family band. Because over there, it's my husband Paul, who's the producer of my album and co-producer of my children. And then my son, Gabrielle, he wouldn't be on the cajon, he'd been on a set of drums, because we got to have our name. And the fiddle player's son, Alex C., we just all be related to the fiddle player, yeah. And of course his friend in the back, Zach, who's come along because he couldn't say no to us. That's the Prairie Band right there. We're just one accordion away from a Legion Hall tour right here. So we'd all be out here, we'd be the band, and we'd... Because in this small town, they couldn't find a DJ, so they had to get the local band, or the orchestra, as they used to call it when I grew up. Harvey Showers and his orchestra. Johnny and his musical mates. But we'd be here playing the famous folk dances of Saskatchewan. These are my people. These are my people, boys. They'll try the jellied salad. I know you guys won't, but they will. But what happens is you dance this, and of course it'll be pointed out in the Hallmark movie. There'll be diagrams that point out that the 3 layers of fabric start rubbing together, and the ions, pretty soon the physics of it is that there's ions spinning around the lead character, held by the bobby pins in her hairdo and the underwire of her bra. It's circling her, and she's now by the midnight luncheon table, and she becomes unbelievably attractive to every bachelor in the hall. But it is a small town prairie dance. In other words, we're not talking the swinging singles kind of bachelors that are on television. We're talking the guy that drove to the dance in his tractor because he lost his license kind of bachelor. A tsunami of leisure suits, and she doesn't know if they're coming for her or the sex in a pan on the squares table right next to her. Either way, it's very suggestive. So she just, she kind of beat a path out the back door. Actually, somebody was telling me, I was talking about going out the back door, and somebody said they were at a dance once, years ago, and at the back of the hall, there was a door that said men's, and it just went to the outside. I love that. Anyway, true story. Anyway, she'll go out the front door, just in case. And by now, the electrons are spinning madly, and she's walking through the parking lot, and the sun is going down, the wind has died, and this is the time when Hallmark will bring out the strings, and it'll get all kind of moody, and by this time, the electrons will actually turn into, little things buzzing around her, little sparkles, drawing her towards the large silver belt buckle at the edge of the parking lot. And in the heightened electric, she's had about 5 or 6 Ryan Coke, and that acts like a particle accelerator in this business here. And in this heightened electron state, you see the thoughts coming out of her head. Oh, snap buttons, handy. And there's this perfect stranger by the edge of the parking lot, and pretty soon they're talking, and by now the band is kind of sobered up, and they're in the hall, and there you can say, and you hear, is it on? Is it on? Is it on? Is it on? And it's the father of the bride. Well, the wife says we have to have a romantic one for the last waltz here. Harold, dim the lights in the back. No, that is the switch for the deep freeze. Actually, in any really good Prairie Hall, you want to dim the lights, you just plug in the coffee urn. All right? But you don't care because you're by the edge of the parking lot with that perfect stranger. And the night is beautiful and the moonlight's hitting you and she's gorgeous and he's handsome and he's looking down at her and thinking he cannot believe his good fortune because she may be the only woman at this event he is not related to. And if he doesn't say the right things, if he doesn't dance well, if he doesn't be cool as a cucumber here, he'll have to wait till September when the new teachers come into town. You can blame it all on an old-time tune heard across a field from afar. You can blame it all on that Prairie Moon and a night with a sky full of stars. Who needs a dream? Everybody. And those without hope need to. 'Cause life has enough sad little lessons that we must all go through. But tonight you can watch the sun go down and the sky turn a crimson hue. If you feel a tug at the strings of your heart, and if that's unfamiliar to you, you can blame it all on an old-time tune heard across a field from afar. You can blame it all on that Prairie Moon and a night with a sky full of stars. Who likes love? Everybody, except those who've lost a few. Nothing can empty the heart so fast as to find that your love's untrue. But whether your heart is empty or full, we all need a night like this. Time to dance, a hint of romance, and if you take a chance on a kiss, you can blame it all of stars. 'Cause who wouldn't choose to go back to the time that your heart was a simple tune? Who wouldn't choose to go back to the night that you danced beneath an innocent moon? Love. From afar, you can blame it all on that prairie moon. And a night, the sky full of stars. A night with a sky full of stars. Thank you. Thank you.